Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the systematic dissection of Kai Weiss. Today, we're going to be exploring a story of copyright, hypocrisy, and one man's desire to be right no matter what. If you don't know what's going on in this drama, don't worry. You're going to be given the rundown very, very soon, I promise. And then once we're done going through all my arguments, going through everything that there is, Kai's going to be joining us. In fact, I did expect it. He agreed to come on. That's going to be interesting. It's certainly going to be interesting. I wonder how that's going to go. We'll see. Definitely have something to look forward to there. I have to say, this drama, it blew up a lot more than I expected it to. Harley TBS made a few videos. I know some other people are working on videos. And of course, I had to come back from my streaming hiatus to get stuck in because you all know I love a good copyright story. So many of you guys know, I was one of the main people involved in the Susie Lou drama, like over a year ago now, and I've always kind of been like the commentary copyright guy, If people ever needed help with copyright or anything within the community, I'm the man. I'm not a lawyer, just to make that clear, I'm not a lawyer, but I have been researching copyright law for like over 5 years at this point, so I like to think I'm pretty knowledgeable. My copyright-related videos have been reviewed by lawyers before, I know that, and they've always got the wholehearted stamp of approval, so I think that should tell you something about my knowledge on stuff. But yeah, this is going to be a fun time. This is going to be an interesting time for sure. And, I say, ladies and gentlemen, we pretty much get stuck in. I did get a few super chats before, so let's go through those first. 11 hours ago before the stream started, Captain Poofers, I'll miss this because of work, but here's $5 for support. I'll catch this on a re-up if you make one. It will stay up. All my streams on the main channel are unlisted afterwards. And they're also in a playlist on the homepage if you want. Tidecast sent $5 saying John Swan. Tidecast sent another $2 saying eat. Thank you. I will eat well. Jessica Pizzle sent $5. This intro is so awesome. Johns from Patreons can achieve such awesomeness too for $5 a month. $10 a month actually, but yes, they can. Editing course now on Patreon. Jessica Pistol sent another $20. I love Johns from videos. Let's go. And $5, another $5. Slow mode, because this chat is going to get crazy. I suppose we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get stuck in to the drama. Let's get stuck. Oh, Emma with another 5. Certified John Swan moment. All right. Let me pull up the very first stuff. So, I don't know if you guys know Kai Weiss. Kai Weiss, he renamed his channel to Prince Kai. But Kai is, he's like a kind of commentary drama, kind of T-channel person. He's in a relationship with Omnia, so they promoted each other a bunch. And that's kind of, I think, how he got on his start on YouTube. But yeah, he makes videos kind of in the commentary T genre. And he's more recently started covering, people down, in the other side of commentary. So you've got, Just a Robot here, Sen, I do know Sen, have a bit of a history with Sen, Hopeless Peaches, that sort of stuff, and more recently covering Akumu. Now Akumu is a YouTuber, he's around 300 subs, and he covers, kind of like politics, commentary stuff, it's very much sort of niche, more niche content, but yeah, that's basically what Akumu does. Now, Prince Kai, I would assume he somehow received some sort of a word about who it was, and he made this video. It's a 14-minute video on Akumu on this 300 sub channel, and basically going through a bunch of tweets and videos and other stuff. I didn't, to be honest with you, I didn't watch the video, so I don't know what this was about. So my apologies, but I did not watch this video because I don't really care. And it doesn't really have that much relation to the rest of this anyway. Anyway, he made this video on Akumu, and then Akumu decided to respond to this video. Akumu's response to this video was around 40 minutes long, and let me see if I can grab it real quick. I have it downloaded. It is here somewhere. I do have it 100%. Am I dumb? I clearly, because I thought I had it, and apparently I don't have it. The hell is it? It's like 2 gigs. Oh, wait, no. Wrong folder. It's all good, guys. Wrong folder. It's in here. There it is. Okay. So I have the full video here. It's around 40 minutes long, and yeah, this is basically a response. So you'll see clips of Kai's video, and then you'll see Akumi's gameplay and everything else responding to it, right? This is very clearly what I would say, what most YouTubers would say, this is a fair use work. It's a response video where he basically puts both arguments in there. So he clips up Kai's video and he responds to everything point by point. This is very much, a fair use work. What I would say is a fair use work. But apparently Kai didn't think so, because he struck down this video with a copyright strike. Said it wasn't transformative enough. Didn't transform it properly. I don't know what he was supposed to do. But anyway, we will get stuck into that. We will get stuck into that. But that is basically where this whole drama stems from. Kai made a video, Akumi responds, and then Akumi gets a strike in response. Even if we just put legality to the side for a second, I will be talking about that later. But if we just put it to the side for a second, I think, in commentary, we don't often put strikes on people in general, but especially not when they respond. Because when you strike someone, when they've created a response, even if that, let's say hypothetically that response didn't meet all the qualifiers of fair use, you're robbing someone's agency to respond. And there's almost no gain you can get from it. Like, the video didn't have that many views. You're not going to get any money from it. It's not going to impact you. Like, there's no point striking a video like that. Like, there's re-uploads of my content out there that I could strike, but I don't touch those. Because I think we as a community, we don't do that sort of stuff. Kai obviously thinks very differently. He thinks very differently about this stuff. Extremely differently, as you'll see very soon. So I think let's get stuck into some of the tweets, because that is definitely where we should be beginning with this. So that's basically where this drama stemmed from. Kai's Twitter. Let me go to the tweets. Scroll up to the top. This one here. So people started pointing out that the video was getting strikes. And Kai responds and he says, "I don't know why you're acting like you didn't have this coming. So trolls and lols until his video gets striked. Being a general piece of shit and fucking with me and Mia for the sake of it ain't so funny anymore when it happens to you. Akumu can re-upload. I'm not lifting it." So he's pretty clear here. He does not want to lift the copyright strike. Okay, well, I mean, I definitely would not have struck it in the first place, but let's see what his justification is. Let's keep on going. All this being said, Twitter spats aside, I'm not removing the strike. Seeing Akumu and company mold about it is definitely entertaining. You got that smoke you ordered. Apparently this is smoke now. At this point, Harley TBS starts coming in. That's illegal. Harassment is bad, but crimes are also bad. Want to quickly address this. A false strike is technically illegal if the court rules it. But at the moment, we don't actually know. We don't know if this is fair use or not. It has to go to court first. We can make arguments for it. We can make arguments against it. Ultimately, only a court can decide. You can get a lawyer in to make a judgment. You can have people educated make a judgment. At the end of it all, it has to go to court. So it's not illegal, technically off the bat. But if it goes the way that I think it will, technically it would be. But anyway, that just wanted to clarify that one. I thought his response to this was kind of weird, though. Harley's saying that was illegal, and he responded by saying, "So is harassment, but that's hush-hush until someone gets striked." I love how you kind of skimmed over the point that it was illegal, and he kind of said, "Okay, yeah, maybe it is, but harassment is as well." So I wonder if this guy's ever heard of the expression, "two wrongs don't make a right," because I think he needs to be introduced to it. I don't know. I thought that was kind of a bit weird. I thought that was a Freudian slip, because it was like, didn't even address the other and think about it being illegal. Anyway, we're going on. I'm set on my decision. If it wasn't this, people would have found an issue with something else I said. Anyway, I'm not sorry about it. Feel free to unfollow. I won't hold you. I hope no one else has to deal with that nuisance that I did on that level anyway. I was told, and I think Akumi told me as well, he did fuck with Kai a little bit. I think there was one incident where he raided a stream, which is obviously, I've got to say that. I've had streams raided before in the past. It's not fun. So obviously I can't support any of that. I don't want to support any of Akumi's actions per se, anything that he's done towards Kai, but I do want to stand up for his rights, because I think that, everyone should have the ability to respond to a video made about them and shouldn't have, in the fear of being struck down, especially not in the commentary community. I don't think this is something that we should be tolerating. So I'm not defending Akumi's actions, but I just want to defend his rights because this could happen to anyone. It doesn't have to be Akumi. It could be someone else next week. So definitely just want to make that clear. He keeps on going. You got a copyright strike. Suck it up. I hope anyone else you've given a hard time to does the same. I feel for anyone else but you in the situation. I don't mind the backlash. You are that annoying / full of it. I'm happy this happened to you. An interesting move, like rejoicing over someone getting striked and like telling other people to do it as well. Like just anyone else that's had a hard time with him. I love how he also doesn't like clarify that giving a hard time, that, it actually doesn't mean whether that person like had a content taken by Akuma or not. Like he didn't clarify that at all. He just said like anyone else who's been given a hard time can also get struck. You can get a strike now. It's fine. Bit weird. Anyway, we keep on going. There's more. Lots more, unfortunately. This is a weird tweet. Akuma fucks with me and it's entertainment, but the moment I fuck with him, it's reprimanded. You literally cannot make this up. I wouldn't consider, like, sending a copyright strike on someone, like, fucking with them. Like, I think Akuma, like, rated a stream. I don't think that's on the same level as, like, sending a copyright strike. I don't think this is fucking with someone. I think this is protecting your rights. I don't know why you didn't just say that, but anyway. All right. Oh, now we get into the juicy stuff where I can start debunking because all of that was kind of just like petty bullshit. Now we get to the real interesting stuff. Tell me, okay, so Harlot says, stop pretending everyone is against you for no reason, except that you literally violated the one generally agreed upon rule of commentary. So true. Don't send strikes. It's very bad. And then Kai responds, then tell me what the valid criticism was, Harley. The video was so bad, YouTube itself notified me of it. Tell me what the valid criticism was and back it up. Otherwise I'm geeked. Never been notified of a single video on me, but this one, it was that bad. But would love to hear a point that can't be easily debunked. So what's he referring to here? Well, he's referring to the fact that this showed up in his copyright match tool. YouTube has this tool where if it finds a piece of your video in someone else's video, it'll actually notify you that that happened. And it'll send you a notification and you can choose what to do with it. You can either choose to strike it, you can choose to, archive it, you can choose to actually contact the person, ask them to take it down before you strike it as well. You've got a few different options. What he's saying is just because it showed up in his tool, that he is now justified in striking the video, which is just not true. That is not how it works. And to illustrate that, I'm going to show you something in my copyright tool right now. Let's give it a minute. I'll just make sure I'm not leaking anything. No, I'm all good. Okay. So the other day, guys, I was watching YouTube and I realized I had a notification from YouTube itself just on my channel. Watch this, guys. Look at it. New copyright matches found. Review videos that may be using your content. What video do you think this was, guys, that was using my content that they notified me of? A Vsauce 2 video that I edited. Guys, they notified me of a video that I edited for Vsauce 2 so that I could according to Kai's logic, I can strike Vsauce 2. I could just go ahead and request the video's removal and we can have it over and done with and I can enforce my rights, guys. Enforce my rights. No, it's not how it works, guys. Basically, this tool, all it does is just show you like a match. And this shows you anything from 10% up to 100%. Like this 10% of a match of content, it even shows you. Like that, his one just happened to be 40%. Mine is 10, and it still shows me the content. It still shows me I can strike this. Doesn't mean that I can, okay? That's not how it works. Now, the reason that it actually shows me this video is because before the video was uploaded, on the Vsauce 2 channel, I uploaded the most controversial bits of my channel just to see if it would get hit with a yellow icon. So I technically uploaded mine before theirs. But now it's given me the option to strike Vsauce 2. So, I mean, according to Kai, I can't do that. I can't strike it because it showed up in my tool, right? YouTube, the video was so bad, YouTube has self-notified me of it. Guys, YouTube notified me of the Vsauce 2 video that they stole from me. Shamelessly, they stole the video. I can't believe this. Vsauce 2, can we just... Seriously, man. Can we request the removal already? It's not how it works. Sorry, Kai. It's not how it works, mate. Okay, anyway, just so that was the first thing that I could actually debug properly. All right, let's head off to the next part. All right. Now, Harley TBS made some videos about this. I think they're fine, but I'm going to have to do a hard disavow on this, unfortunately. Harley, I'm very, very sorry. But Harley said he was going to reach out to his contacts at YouTube. And if you aren't responsible enough with your platform to follow the TOS and the law, you shouldn't have it. I think if it's repeated abuse, there's an argument made here, but this is just a one-time thing. I don't think he deserves to lose his channel. So I hard disavow on this, Harley. Very sorry, but just had to make sure that this was very clear. I do not want to see Kai's channel get taken down over one time of this happening. Because he could just be making a mistake, because clearly he's he's pretty stubborn. So he doesn't want to hear any other perspectives on this. So I mean, hopefully this stream will change his mind. I suppose we'll see. At this point, Omnia gets into the mix. Let me go up to the top here and see. Okay, this tweet. How many of you actually watched Akumi's video on Kai? Because honestly, if you did, you would be confused whose video it was. Kai's had multiple people critique him / make videos on him, and he never once struck them. Maybe it's because this video is different. It wasn't transformative. Wasn't transformative. What about this was not transformative? I guess we'll find out. And he responds in all caps. Very cool. Anyway, I suppose we'll see in a sec how this was not transformative. Anyway. Any other person who's done a reaction commentary to one of Kai's videos doesn't include that can't even talk. That many large swaths of unedited clips. Love how she capitalized that. You often target and focus on what you want to respond to. You don't just let the whole video play until you want to react to the part you want. Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. I guess we'll see what comes next. This will come into play a little bit later. She also did the due diligence. I was going to do this myself, but she's done it for me, so I really appreciate that. I decided to edit Akumi's video down to only clips of Kai's video, and out of 39 minutes and 36 seconds of content, 17 minutes and 32 seconds, give or take, are of Kai's video only. That's literally 44.3% at least. What are you saying about illegal? False? Copyright? Interesting. So she's actually done the calculations. I was going to do it myself. I didn't verify this. I would assume she's right. Sounds about right to me, so I'll take her calculation, and we'll see where we go from here. All right, let's go back to Kai's tweets. It is this one. Okay. Now, Harley, responded with, a thing of him scrubbing the video, and he says, you can literally see how much of the video is mine. What about it as fair use? What has Nick sent me? What has he done? I never pull up tweets on stream anymore. My channel is getting banned. Shit! No! Nick has me in his copyright match tab. I can't believe it. No! He can literally strike me 3 times, dude. He's got enough. He's got enough to strike me. Dude, I think I did these streams first as well. How did that work? I'm so confused. Contains Deji Ways. Oh! It contained the Deji Ways song at the end. Nick uploaded that first. So it's it's part of... Nick can literally take my channel down. According to Kai's logic. Nick could take my channel down right now. But anyway. Okay, you can see how much of the video is fair use. Apparently, because they included clips, it's not fair use. We keep on going. No one said it was a re-upload. It's not transformative. And neither is it fair use. There are gargantuan gaps of unedited content lasting the entire video and ending near the end. The video is piss poor, and even YouTube thought it wasn't. Splices can look like a lot of editing, but it's seriously not much. You clearly watched it. You can see for yourself how little it's changed. Who was lying? Harley is so dumb. Interesting. I mean, I don't think I think we have to talk a little bit, just in a second, about what transformative actually means, but we'll get to that a little bit later. All right, actually, next tweet. Sure, let's talk about the next tweet. Over 40% of Akuma's video is my content, and rule 3 literally correlates with what Nia and I have been saying. How many of y'all don't even know what fair use is? Okay, then they pull up the 4 factors of fair use that Google has quoted. This is from US Statute Law, US Copyright Act 1976. He's talking about the amount and substantiality of the portion used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole. And this is Google's interpretation of that. So this isn't, these like bold text, that's from the law. The shit that's underneath it, that's Google's interpretation of the law. There are many different interpretations of the law. Many things have happened over the past few years that have changed interpretations and changed what people, would be, changed how people interpret things. Where was I going with that? I don't even know. Anyway, it's changed a few things. Let's talk about what being transformative and everything else actually means. Guys, are you ready for me to pull out the legal papers? Because I'm about to pull them out right now. There's 2 fair use lawsuits that I want to go over specifically right now. The first one is the H3H3 versus Matt Hoss lawsuit, and that's this one here, where basically the judge ruled in favor of H3H3. I believe, I wonder if I can find the bit. Okay, so here's the 4 factors that are from the US Copyright Act 1976, there it is, and it specifically says, no single factor is categorically determinative in this open-ended and context-sensitive inquiry. So, Kai saying that only number 3 applies is not true, because not a single factor is categorically determinative. You can't just use one. It's a balancing act of all the 4. So let's see what they have to say about the 3rd factor specifically. The 3rd factor, amount of substantiality, requires courts to not only consider the quantity of the materials used, but their quality and importance. Extent of permissible copying varies with the purpose and character of the use. This is important. Depending on what the purpose that you're going for is in your specific video or in your content, it changes the amount that the court would find as being reasonable. This is what changes. We saw this in a case with the Authors Guild versus Google. Basically, in that case, the Authors Guild, which was a bunch of different authors that joined together, sued Google because Google, what they did was they scanned a whole lot of books to put in their Google Books website where people could like search books for quotes and stuff, right? I'm sure you've seen that before. So basically, they sued them because they said that Google had completely reproduced the work. They had completely 100% ripped it off, and it was just sitting in their servers somewhere, and they said that was copyright infringement. And, at first glance, you might tend to agree with that, but the court ruled in favor of Google. They said it was fair use, and they said it was fair use because Google was archiving something and using it for a quote searching system. So they found that because it was being used as a quote searching system, they had to reproduce the whole work. There was no other way that they could do it. The only way that you could search quotes was if they just copied the whole book and had it sitting on a server. That was the only way that they could do it. So that's relates completely to this. The extent varies with the purpose and character of the use. So then that begs the question, what was Akumu's video? Well, I think Akumu's video, it was a response video. He tried to show both sides of the argument and tried to let the audience come to their own conclusion. Like, he showed the arguments from Kai, he rebutted those arguments, and then let the audience come to their own conclusions at the end. And to do that, you kind of have to use his whole video. That's what comes into that's how this works. The extent of the copying varies with the purpose and character of the use. That's really important. Anyway, where is the thingy-majig here where they talk about the actual 3rd factor? Because that's just them summarizing it. Where is it? Okay, copyright infringement. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo. It's down here somewhere. It's a critique. Oh, 3rd factor is somewhere here. I've missed it. 3rd factor. Okay. Okay. What percentage of the copyright of both the alleged infringing use? How well they're tailored? Okay. So it is the third factor considers what proportion of the copyrighted work the allegedly infringing work uses and how well that was tailored to the allegedly infringing work's purpose, no matter how large or long the allegedly infringing work is. Okay, so this one they use short clips. It does depend on the exact use. Remember, Google got away with using the whole thing. I think because of the purpose of the work, because of the actual purpose it was trying to achieve, court would definitely rule fair use here. That's just what I would think. Then you got the other factors, which we haven't even talked about. That's just this third factor, right? Then you got the other ones. Remember, this is a balancing act of all four factors. Not one factor is, independently can make a judgment on this. So let's take a look at the other four factors and what they actually say, what they actually mean. Let's go to the top here somewhere. It is this one. Okay, purpose and character of the use. So this one is the thing you've probably heard before, like, this work was a piece of criticism and comment. It was used for criticism and comment. This work was used for parody. This work was used for news reporting. That's what that refers to. The first one refers to the type of work it is. It also says that if a work is non-commercial, it's more likely to be ruled as fair use. Akumi's channel is not monetized, remember? So it's entirely non-commercial. Again, another strong factor in terms of fair use there. The second point, nature of the copyrighted work, not determinative. It even says it in here, it's rarely found to be determinative. This is not really relevant at all. We covered the third factor. The fourth factor is actually really interesting and important. This is actually what some people consider to be one of the main things in terms of considering whether a strike is valid or not. This music really sucks. I'm moving on to the next track. I don't like this at all. Okay. The fourth factor is really important. It's basically like talking about market share and whether the secondary use. So in this case, it would be Akumi's video. Whether that usurps demand for the protected work by serving as a market substitute. Now remember, when Kai striked Akumu, his video only had a few hundred views. So it wasn't really getting any views, it wasn't making any money, there was no market substitute. Akumi's audience and Kai's audience are completely different. Like completely, there is no crossover, basically at all. There would be no market substitute going on here. Like absolutely none, like zero pretty much. Especially considering this is completely non-commercial. He's not making any money from this. So I don't really know why. If you look at any of the other four factors except for the second one, because that's not really relevant, it's clearly fair use. Like, it's a work of criticism. He's criticizing Kai throughout. It's, we talked about the amount of substantiality and the market thing, the fourth factor about the market, none of it is even important. Literally, the third factor is the only thing that could have some weight here, but then you've got the other three factors as well to weigh it upon. So what does that tell you? It tells you this would most likely be fair use. That's what this tells you. Anyway, we've done our copyright thingamajig. I wonder how many people left because of that, because that wasn't terribly interesting. But yeah, that's the first part. That's the first part of this. Okay, let's head on. Next tweets. We keep on going, guys. Oh, gosh, I had to do a whole lesson in copyright there. Okay. Now we go back to the aggressive tweets from Kai. Oh, wrong window. Oh, come on. Open in the right window, will you? Please? There we go. Once again, I'm not sorry. Glad Akumi got his strike. Fuck that guy. At this point, I don't even know what people are mad for. About the most unnecessary outrage I've ever seen recently. Seems like just blind hate and misunderstandings. Hope the show was fun. Funniest thing was this bullshit. You'll take this dumbass website and yourselves way too seriously. It's wild how upset people get when you don't do what they want you to do. All that bullshit, nothing changed. Goes to show how you can't tweet someone into an apology. Damn. And obviously I've disavowed this already. I don't agree with that. This tweet's interesting. I absolutely did rest my case and win. Go retweet a post again to fish for more likes. Now, guys, I don't know if you know this. Kai hasn't won. At the moment, I know that Akumu, a calendar notification has been sent. Because Kai striked Akumu, Akumu can actually respond with a formal legal response. That's called a counter notification, and that has apparently been sent off. That has been sent off at this point. And basically now it's just a waiting game. Wait for YouTube to review that. It'll probably only be Monday, probably. I don't know, because YouTube doesn't work on weekends. And then that will be sent through to Kai. Now, if Kai doesn't respond with legal action in 10 to 14 days, the video goes back up. It's 10 business days, so 10 to 14 days. If nothing happens, the video goes back up. That's the thing. That's literally how everyone wins copyright claims on YouTube. Because you can go ahead, submit the counter, they don't sue you in 10 to 14 days, video comes back up. That's it. That's all. So he hasn't won. Definitely has not won. He won because he striked the video. Like, anyone could strike a video. That's not how it works. Anyway. Keep on going here. Boom. Okay. I think... let's talk... You know what? Let's talk about this. I don't know which one I should do first. What did his response video say? Let me think real quick. Actually, no, we'll do his response video first and then we'll talk about the thing, the big reveal. You guys want to stay around for this? This is going to be fun. You know why Akumu's video was claimed and why this strike isn't illegal? He used uncut, long clips of mine, like I/Omiya said this entire time. If Akumu did a better job of editing, he wouldn't infringe my copyright like with any other well-edited anime video. So again, this is not how it works. He's talking because the video was claimed under YouTube Content ID. He says, this is why it was claimed. Remember guys, Vsauce 2 is in mine. That's not how it works. I can't strike Vsauce 2. Anyway, let's talk about Kai's response video. Because he made a video apologizing to Akumu, Jar, and Harley TBS. All right, let's hear from his mouth everything that's been going on. I'm going to turn down my music because it's a little bit distracting right now. Come on, let me turn it down, please. Thank you. All right.
I'm going to put this at the forefront of the video because I know that people are only going to click in and not have to hear what I have to say, but this video was re-uploaded and literally YouTube notified me of it again because Akumu did little to no effort to try and transform my content. He used so much of my content in such an improper manner that YouTube had to tell me about it. That is why I have an issue with this video. Literally no other video that I have in my copyright match is here. No video on me is here because the videos that have been made on me so far, other than Akumu's, have been fair use. I don't know why nobody has questioned the fact that, okay, why didn't Kai strike down literally every other video on him? Because all those videos are fair use. I'm tired. Oh my.
I just realized that I'm playing long unedited clips of Kai's video in this stream. So according to him, I'd also be violating copyright law right now, even though I'm like interjecting with comment. Just hopefully he doesn't do anything here. But anyway, we'll hope nothing happens. Remember, I debunked this already. Just because it's in the copyright match still does not mean you can strike it. I cannot strike Vsauce 2. That is not how it works. Anyway, let's see what else he has to say.
Oh my god, this shit is annoying as fuck. Hi everyone, it's Kai again, back with another video talking about this entire situation with Akumu. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. A lot of claims have come around, like with people saying that I did this out of malintent. I didn't do this out of malintent. I just don't like Akumu. I'm not going to be nice about it when I say that I struck down his video. And I thought I don't know why people think that like I can't strike down a video to like show somebody that you can't fuck with people by infringing their copyright, and also like do it because my copyright was infringed. I don't.
Okay, here's the thing, right? If the courts heard this and they heard, oh, I did this to fuck with him back, it's not going to help you. That is called a DMCA misrepresentation. And that was also talked about in the HV lawsuit. DMCA misrepresentation. If the court finds out that you said this, not going to go well for you. Your response should be, I was enforcing my rights, and that should be the end of it. You don't go, I was fucking with him. I did this to show he can't fuck with me. That's not how it works. Don't say that. That's a bad idea. Just saying. Don't. If anyone else wants to strike you, if you want to strike anyone, mate, do not do this. This is a bad idea. Anyway.
I don't know why in this community those two things can't exist. They absolutely have to be one or the other. You had to have done it out of malintent. No, I just don't like Akumu. I've never been shy about that. I've never been like against saying that. I have always, throughout my entire time on being in this platform and knowing of Akumu's existence, unfortunately, that I don't like him. So, like, of course I'm going to be happy that his video was taken down. And I hope that other people whose copyright that he's infringed upon also take his videos down. Like, that is the entire reason why I said half of the things that I said.
This is not a good idea. This is, do not say this, ever. Never. Just let this be a lesson on what not to say, because as soon as the court gets hold of this, they'll be like, wait, let's re-examine your intent here. Because he said like, 20 seconds, 15, 20 seconds of him saying I was enforcing my rights and like going on like over a minute rant about how he doesn't like the guy and he wishes this would happen more often and more people would do it. This is not a good look. The court sees this. Not gonna go well. They're gonna re-examine everything. They're gonna be like, well, actually, let's re-examine why you actually did this. That's called the DMCA misrepresentation. Please, this is a lesson on what not to say. Do not say any of this.
On Twitter. I think this entire outrage is extremely dumb, and it sucks that I even have to get on my channel about this. If the strike was so false, then I will be happy to apologize in like a month's time, because like I said in my community post, uploads aside from this one, now that this video from Harley and Jar is out, I'm not going to be uploading at all within this month, so people can prove to me throughout that entire time whether or not my strike was false. Akumu did not add a single thing to my video. He did not change anything about it.
I mean, I think he added something to your video because he commented on it. Like, he only used, how long was your video? 14 minutes? He could have used max 14 minutes of your video, right? And Akumu's video is almost 40 minutes long, 39 minutes long. So yeah, he did add like considerable to your video. That's how it works. You can do that. I'll go over what he thinks adding is supposed to mean in a second here. That's what it's supposed to mean, but he has some misconceptions about what that means.
I could play this clip right here, and you would not think that this was Akumu's video. Why? Because it's 4 minutes of unedited content from my video that you wouldn't know that was his video until the end of the clip where he commentates. Here's the clip.
All right, so he's playing the clip here. I just want to go on record to say there are some things about this video that could have made the argument stronger. I still think as a whole, because obviously you're not looking at 4 minutes, you're looking at the full 39.5 minutes. The whole video is fair use, for sure. Definitely could have cut up this clip. Like, that's just laziness, kind of just laziness at that point. But overall, certainly fair use. Like, he literally added like a considerable amount to the video. But letting a clip play for like 4 consecutive minutes, probably not the best idea. However, there's a reason why he did this. There's a reason Akumu did this. And I'll go over that in just a second. We'll skip past the clip. Then he talks about the raid that I've already talked about. And then it's at the end of the video is where the rest of the stuff comes in. Let's go here. All right.
Really have to thank Julu for like coming in there and moderating the chat as heavily as she did, because like you realize yourself, like a lot of my points I made regarding this entire situation are on Twitter, but like this entire outrage is stupid as fuck. All it is a misinterpretation of my intentions and a misinterpretation of my tweets, and people who don't know anything about law trying to tell me something about law.
I know nothing, guys. Sorry. I've been fooled you all, guys. I'm not actually good. I don't know anything about copyright, guys. I've been fooling you this entire time. I actually know nothing. I know nothing about law. This guy knows everything. We're about to see how much he really knows, by the way. Oh, I've got so much to cover still. How long have I been going? I feel like this is already going for I've already been going for 45 minutes. I was supposed to get him on after this. I said I'd be taking around 45 minutes to do this. I was wrong. This is taking longer. My apologies. But apparently I know nothing. Anyway.
It's literally the entire thing of the Toby drama all over again. But like I said, once again, because I said I was going to keep this short and sweet, if this is really such an illegal thing, then like I will wait for my channel to be taken down.
All right. This is the Harley thing again. I'd never supported this. Channel probably shouldn't be taken down over the one infraction. Definitely not. But
you can see it on my Twitter. You can even hate follow me on my Twitter for the apology, which is right here. If you want to hate follow me and see whether or not that like my channel gets taken down and I'm forced to apologize, my apology will be on my Twitter. If it all turns out that what Akumu's video was fair use and like my channel gets taken down because of this strike, then I'm cool with that. I will be happy to apologize. And not only that, I will donate $50 to whatever charity that the general commentary community thinks I should donate to. And
$50, guys, that's gonna make a lot of difference. $50, guys. Let's get it rolling in. Dude, everyone, the charity's gonna be rolling in that one, guys.
Yeah,
rolling.
I'll just leave it at that. Otherwise, hop off of me. I don't think that this was an illegal strike. Nothing about what I did was illegal. Nothing about what I did was something out of malice. All of this is literally just a bunch of fucking misunderstandings that are getting blown out of proportion for absolutely no reason. I'm sorry if I repeated myself quite a bit during this video. I'm off script because I felt the need to like talk about this. So I might edit a little bit and do a few jump cuts. But other than that, like, I'm not sorry for what I did to Akumu. And I think it's kind of
Yo, Jessica, thanks for the 50. I'll read out all these super chats later, by the way. I'm not neglecting you.
Fucking Akumu of all people. And if it's not because it's Akumu, then like, I guess people are just looking for something to get mad at me about. But what the fuck else is new? Anyways, this has been Kai Weiss. Sorry that this is like one of the instances that I'm on camera and it's not for a special occasion or anything. I'll see you guys in the next video. If there will be a next video. If my channel's still around. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
All right, one more clip at the end of this video.
One more thing. I want to make this a point as well because I feel like it's super important. I feel like everybody is like misunderstanding why Akumu's video was taken down. It's because none of my content was changed. The music that's used in Akumu's video, Akumu's gameplay, and Akumu's commentary, all completely original. I will completely take that. That makes tons of sense. All of that was original. But when it came to my content, there was the bare minimum effort in editing. The most that Akumu did was add a VHS filter to my video. Other than that, there was no effort to make my segment and my clips transformative at all. And that's the entire reason why the video is down. YouTube themselves had to notify me of the copyright match because Akumu did so little editing. But it's just the fact that everybody is ready and willing to ignore this because, oh my gosh, Kai struck down a small YouTuber's video without understanding why the video is even down. But whatever, like I said,
this pains me to listen to.
When my channel gets taken down, I'll be happy to apologize. Bye again.
Okay. Now, so that is completely wrong. I'm just gonna come out and say he knows absolutely nothing about what he's talking about. Literally nothing. He knows zilch, zero. Okay, nothing. Now let's go over another legal paper. This is the lawsuit of Sargon of Akkad versus Akila. Obviously, Sargon sucks, by the way, but his lawsuit, really good stuff in that lawsuit, I have to say. If you guys don't know anything about the lawsuit specifically between Sargon and Akila, basically what this was Sargon editing together clips of Akila and not changing anything about the clips. Literally, just the way they were cut together was enough for the court to rule fair use. That was all it was, okay? There was no change to the clip. Not even a VHS filter, nothing. It was cut together. Literally, just cuts. And the court said, you're good. This is fair use. So you do not need to transform the clips you are using in your video to make it fair use. It's not how it works. They ruled just because of the title. Because of the title of the work. It was fair use. Okay. Oh, let me try and find the original bit. Oh, gosh. It's like the amount of substantiality or something. Substantiality? Yeah, I'm right. Procedural history. Boom. Where the hell is it? Allegedly infringing work. Okay. Cuts to footage. Okay. There we go. Includes no commentary or video recorded by Benjamin, which is Sargon. No commentary or video recorded by Benjamin. Hammer that point home, guys. Nothing in here was even created by Benjamin. It was just cut together. Literally clips cut together. Okay? And the court said, fair use. Let's put the music back on. All right, let's go. Let's try and find the rest of this. Copyright infringement, affirmative defense. Yeah, all these shits. Purpose and character, fair use. Most relevant here, a new work may be transformative even when it consists entirely of portions of the original work, or indeed, where it is an exact replication of the original work. A secondary use can be transformative in function or purpose without altering or actually adding to the original work. What? Weighed heavily in favor of fair use, so the defendant had copied the plaintiff's photo outright in order to comment on it and the advertising campaign in which the photo played an integral part. Are you telling me that you don't need to change the clip for it to be transformative? What? The court noted the defendant's use was not exactly parody, but that it was critical commentary, Okay. They ruled literally, if someone like ripped off a photo, like reposted the photo and said, here's my comment on this photo. They said that's fine. Same thing here. Like, if you apply that to this, I ripped off this guy's video, commented throughout of it. Fair use. Same shit. I mean, one's a photo, one's a video. Obviously, it's different. But, like, if you apply the logic here, they applied the logic from a photo to a video. That's what the court does all the time. Transformative purposes, critical and commentary. The title is, they said the title was criticism, critical nature. If you look at the whole YouTube channel, like they looked at the broader context of his channel to figure out whether this was like critical or not. Like the court looks at just way more than what the exact clips used were. They literally look at the entire channel to find out what the context was. Like it goes way deeper than you initially would think. They say he criticized his viewpoints. It's accessed by searching for SJW related content, transformative use cases and cases involving exact copies. They said this isn't even an exact copy, so it doesn't even matter. Same as Akumi's video, it's not an exact copy, but the court has found fair use where exact copies have been made. So, like, what's going on? What is going on? Man, I don't know, man. This guy does absolutely nothing about what's going on. Absolutely nothing about it. He's never heard of this. I can guarantee he's never heard of this paper. He's never read this paper. He's never read any of this. Remember, this was a court judgment. They ruled in favor of Sargon, all right? They ruled in favor of Sargon. And he actually won again, a second time, with legal costs as well. So Akila had to pay the legal costs of Sargon. That was also another case that went through. So this is already done. This is done and dusted, sorted, done, District Court in New York. Sorted. This is now precedent. I don't know. This guy's never seen this before. He's never read it before. I can guarantee that. Anyway. Now, why, ladies and gentlemen? Why did Akumu include the full clip? Why didn't he cut it up? That's an interesting question. Like, surely if you had the ability to cut up a clip, you would cut up the whole clip, right? So why didn't he do that? Well, guys, it's because in the past, Kai's criticized people for leaving out context.
The funny thing about this video is that in the description you say that I cried about you for 20 minutes, when in reality, Sen, a majority of that video is you crying about me. I wanted to put your entire video in mine so people could see everything you have to say, rather than just parts of it. For one, it's Prince Kai. I'm way too pretty to be a king. And two, liar, misrepresenter, and gaslighter are some pretty strong claims to make from someone who cut context, intentionally ignores the information that makes him look racist, because let's face it, if anyone saw these tweets, they would have clearly known you're full of shit.
So why do I have a problem with this? Well, mostly because Kai literally confirmed that only 2 screenshots of the DMs were shown in the video. So literally that means there is context missing by your own admission. Kai, you started the DMs at many different points, which already is pretty sus and kind of showing me that you're not telling the full truth.
Harsh, you also linked the DMs in the description. That also means that you omitted context from your own video. If you linking the DMs in the description means that you provided full context, that also means that I and Omnia did as well. Talk about these text blocks you put in the video. So you criticized me for cutting context because I didn't put every DM in my video, but you didn't put my full video in your video. You also criticized me for saying, hold people to the same standard, but don't hold yourself to the same standard you're holding me. Also, again, you link the DMs in the description. By your standard, you cut context as well. So you can do it, but I can't? Interesting. You didn't put my full video in your video.
Guys, he didn't put the full video in. You should be putting the full video in, guys. You're cutting context. Kai, no! This is just all videos. That video right there, that one's deleted. That one's from an archive. That one's gone now. Can't find that anymore. Guys, Kai told you to use the whole video. You didn't put my full video in, guys. Outrageous. Now, in the beginning of that video, there was a clip about Sen, right? I don't really like Sen. I'm sure Sen understands why I don't like him. But anyway, there's a clip of Sen, there's a clip of this video that's pretty interesting, but that'll actually relate back to everything else that we're talking about. Let's pop the music back on here. Okay. How loud is this, by the way? Negative 35. Let me turn that down just a tad, please. There we go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to pull up the Premiere Pro project because we are going into the editing. We are going into the editing here, guys. Okay. So, Kai made a video on Sen, right? Or actually, just before this, hold on. One extra thing I just want to quickly cover. Hold on. Let me bring up the original tweets. Boo. And then we'll go into this. This one. And, oh, it's the wrong window again. Nice. This one here. And we need this one here. This is important as well. Oh, I opened it twice. Okay. Over 40% of Akumi's video is my content. You don't even know what fair use is, guys. Then you admit to using 12 to 13 minutes of my 40-minute video and want to cry fair use. I decided to edit Akumi's video down to only the clips of Kai's video, and out of 39 minutes and 36 seconds of the content, 17 minutes, that's 44.3% at least. What you're saying about illegal? False? Copyright? Hold on, I need to change the music for this. This needs to be music for the occasion, guys. Because this is going to be really integral to the next part of the story. Okay? Really, really integral. Okay. Let's choose some topical music. Guys, let's pull up Kai's video into Premiere Pro. Let's do it right now. Full screen. There we go. I'll move my fucking thingamajig here. Hold on. Can I move myself? Come on, let me move myself, please. Oh, come on, are you serious? Please let me move myself. Okay, let's move myself over here, perfect. As you can see, Kai's entire video is 20 minutes long, right? Kai's entire video on Sen, I've downloaded the whole thing, it's 20 minutes long. In this video, you'll see clips interspersed of Sen's video about Kai. This is a response video, by the way. This is a response video to Sen, and you'll see throughout here, you'll see clips interspersed, right? You'll see many clips interspersed. Now, how much of this is Kai's video, like Kai's own work? 12 minutes. How much of it is Sen's video? 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Guys, I don't know if you know maths, but that equates to 41%. 41% of Kai's video about Sen is Sen's video. And we go back to this. 44.3% was considered not fair use by Kai. Around 40% was considered not fair use by Kai. Using 12 to 13 minutes of his 40-minute video was considered not fair use by Kai. Interesting. How long was Sen's original video, do you guys think? 8 minutes and 40 seconds. There are only 20 seconds of the video that is not in here. All the rest is in Kai's video. He used pretty much the entire thing. In fact, if you look back, guys, if you look back, wrong screen, because I'm really smart. If you look back, guys, this is more favorable than what was going on in here. Because Akuma used 12 to 13 minutes of a 40-minute video, but Kai used 8 minutes and 20 seconds out of an 8 minute and 40-second video. So actually, by his own logic, it's worse. What is going on? Where is this guy's logic at? Where is his fair use logic? He has to admit that his own content is not fair use. Because he's done the same shit. The same exact shit. Point proven, guys. Now, if he comes back and he says, oh, he played a 4-minute unedited section of my video in his video. That's what made it not fair use. All right. What if Kai also did that? I'm having way too much fun with this. Kai's video on Hopeless Peaches. It is 2 hours long. Very long video. You'll see in these clips, there are multiple clips of just unedited fucking clips all throughout. And guys, if we take a look at this clip right here, how long do you think this is? 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Just shy of 4 minutes, guys. Just shy of 4 minutes. He used a full 4-minute clip. Guys, he may use a full 4-minute clip, adding no commentary, just to let it play. Just let it play. Nothing else. He added nothing else to the video. Basically, for 4 entire minutes, just played the clip. He's now done this twice. He's done the same thing. He's accused Akuma of now. Twice. He's used massive percentages of clips, and he's played 4 minutes of uninterrupted footage. But guys, no. Surely this is fair use. Surely Kai would never violate fair use, right? He would never do that. He's never gonna do that. How do you think Kai said that this was fair use? Why do you think? What was his justification? What did he say? Guys, it's fine. It's no longer copyrighted. Because he made the video float, guys. He made it float, he made it move up and down. So it's no longer copyright infringement. He made the video float, and that was enough to make the video transformative, guys. He made the video float, guys. He made it float. That's it. We have solved copyright. We have solved it. He has made the video float. Guys, I'm about to solve copyright for you guys right now. Okay, I'm about to solve this. You see, in here, I'm just going to really quickly import a trailer from a great movie that I've never seen, but I've heard it's really great. This is the Black Widow trailer, guys. This is the Black Widow trailer, and I'm going to import it right now. We're going to solve copyright. You see, right now, guys, right now, what you're seeing on the timeline, right now, this is copyrighted. I'm currently breaching copyright right now, guys. But if you search, just like, oh, let's search for float. Make it float, guys. We can make it float. Guys, I sorted it. It's fine. Copyright is fixed. I've made it float. Guys, I've solved all your problems. You remember all those times like when you're like using a video in your own video and you're like, oh, maybe I just want to like re-upload this movie, right? Just making a float is enough. Okay. Obviously I jest, but there is no difference if you make it float or if you don't make it float. There's absolutely no difference. It doesn't make it any more transformative if you make it float and your logo's in there. Absolutely makes no difference. And it honestly doesn't matter. Because Kai's video is fair use. Akuma's video is fair use. They're both fair use. The only difference is Kai's done the same thing he accused of Akuma of doing. Same exact shit. So I don't know what to tell you. Apparently I'm taking too long, and I would tend to agree here. I think, do you guys just want to bring on Kai? I had a little bit more, but do you guys want to bring on Kai now? Do you think it's time? I want to see a one in the chat if we bring on Kai. I want to see a one in the chat if we bring on Kai. Let's do it. Do we bring on Kai, guys? This is my question. Well, there's a bunch of ones. That is many ones in the chat. Okay, guys, we bring it on Kai. Let's give Kai a call. Let's see what he has to say for himself. No, it's calling. I've streamer mode on, so you can't hear it calling, but it is calling. Currently calling Kai. Hello, hello.
I cannot hear you that well.
You can't? Oh, okay. Okay.
Let me turn. Look, can I just turn you up?
You can right click me and on my volume.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
Can you hear yourself through my mic?
Nah, you're good.
All right, cool.
So, what do you think of the stream so far? How's it going, man? How?
Your stream? I didn't watch a single second.
Oh, okay. That's probably not a good thing. You probably should have done that because I brought a lot of points that you maybe want to respond to. But okay. Well, I mean, each to their own, I suppose. What, did you have anything to say at all, or you just do I have to?
Talking points that I wanted to go over if you're okay with that.
All right, go for it.
My first thing is why is Omnia in the thumbnail and description?
I already addressed this on Twitter. Omnia made some takes, and her story, some of her tweets were integral to understanding some parts of the story, so that's why she's in there.
But why? That doesn't answer.
Because I can.
Okay, but that still doesn't answer my question.
Yeah, it does, because I can, and she's interested. She's part of the story, so I added to the title and the description.
Is she a part of the story? If you feel the need to put her in the title and description, how important?
But she's made takes on the situation, so I think she can be criticized for those takes. I was going to, by the way, but
takes, John. There are plenty of people who made takes on the situation.
Yeah, but she's a notable channel. She's a notable channel.
Just
so
because she's a notable channel doesn't mean anything. Plenty of
it does.
Notable channels.
She has when people listen to her takes, people use that with they view that with a lot more credibility as if it was someone else. What other channels commented on this drama?
You have Scrimzox who came and commented on it.
Yeah, but he supported me. Who else was it?
Sister Zio talked about it.
Yeah, but those people were all right. Those people were correct. So I'm criticizing the people that are wrong.
To you.
Yeah. Yeah.
To you. They're correct to you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm criticizing the people that I believe should be criticized. Okay, why would I talk about the people that are right? What?
Hold on. Relax. Stop quacking, bro. Tell me what makes these people right.
Because I believe that they're correct. It would help if you watched the rest of the video. It would help if you watched the stream because I go over all of this in the stream.
Hold on. Stop quacking, bro. Relax. Like I said, okay, so you believe that they're right. So it's a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
You think that they're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're arguing. So what makes these? I don't get it. So you think that they're right personally, correct?
I think they're right because I have legal statute, I have previous lawsuits, and I have everything else backing me up.
I want to talk about that. I definitely want to talk about that too.
Go for it.
You studied law for 5 years, right?
I didn't study law. I've studied copyright law for 5 years. I'm not a legal expert. I said that in the beginning of the stream.
So you studied copyright law for 5 years. Did you study copyright law in the US?
No, I've just done reading. I've done lots and lots of reading.
You haven't studied copyright law in the US?
I said study doesn't mean you have to go to a school to do it. It just means you read up about it in private.
You had to go to a school, John.
No, I didn't study in the US. No, but all of YouTube copyright.
I'm not saying that you have to physically be in the US. Did you study US copyright law?
Yes, all of YouTube copyright law is US.
Do you have a certifiable background?
I said to you no. I already said in the beginning of the stream that I'm not a lawyer. I said to you no already.
So you mean to tell me, John, that you have absolutely no certifiable background or anything that could even make you a verified source of information to go to about this, and you're weighing in on this situation? Yeah,
just you strike the guy without knowing anything about law.
I have another question. Okay, so what is illegal about what I did?
I never said what you did was illegal. I actually clarified it wasn't multiple times in the stream. You actually watched.
Twitter, you said that
I clarified that. This is why you watch the fucking stream. I clarified all of it on stream.
Bro,
why not?
There's no need. Why do you feel the need to sit here and clarify all of this on stream? Why were you unable to do that on Twitter?
Because I fucking hate typing. I fucking hate typing. That's why.
What Kai did was illegal. So was what I did illegal or not? Did I abuse the copyright system or not, John?
I believe you did abuse it. It doesn't make it illegal. Okay, it has to go to court.
John, is that objective?
No, of course it's not. It's my opinion. Everyone gives their opinion on the situation.
So why are you talking about this?
Because I believe that you've abused the copyright system. That's why.
So you cannot say that what I did was objectively illegal, and all you are doing is arguing an opinion.
I never said that. I never said it was objectively. When did I say it was objectively illegal? When did I say that?
Is what I did objectively illegal?
I already told you it can't be illegal unless it goes to court.
Okay,
I
so
said that
you
in the
can't prove
stream.
that's legal.
I've said
cannot
this
prove
all.
that it's legal.
I've said this
Okay,
all on
so John,
stream.
John, you cannot prove that what I did was illegal at all.
I can't prove it because it has to go to court.
Okay, then, bro, then why are you talking? So
Because
you
I believe that
lied
you've
for,
abused the
like,
copyright
what,
system. That's what I said.
No, Luke. So John, you were live for an entire hour.
Yeah.
And all you did was tell people why you think what I did was illegal.
Kai,
You were
yeah.
people asking why you think what
Yeah.
I did was illegal.
Yeah.
That it's objectively illegal because you can't prove that, and you don't.
No,
have the
I
tools
said
to
that
do
I can't prove it.
But you think it's illegal.
Yeah.
And I rest my case. Oh,
What do you
that's
mean you rest your
fucking
case?
hilarious.
What are you on
That's
about?
Absolutely.
What do you mean you rest
So
your
you
case?
cannot. So John, you can't prove that what I did was illegal at all.
No,
You
I
can't
said
do
that in the stream. I can't prove it. Of course I can't prove it. It has to go to
what the
court.
fuck? Then there's absolutely no need for you to start flapping your chops on Twitter, talking about he pretty much admitted that the strike
I already
was
talked
illegal
about
when
that. Dude, it was
can't
just
even
funny.
prove
It was
that.
really funny. That you, instead of like talking about
Okay,
like
so that was just funny now.
it was really no, it was really funny. You completely ignored anything about you completely ignored anything about like addressing why it was illegal, and you just talking about maybe it was, but harassment as well. You should have just watched the stream, man. Like you should have.
No, it doesn't matter. Okay. So let's talk about that tweet too.
Which
so
friend?
me
Actually,
saying
this
that
is not
Joe is
even.
harassing
You're
him-
completely going off topic.
Wait.
The first thing that you say when you get in here
I'm not
is
going
Omnia.
off topic.
The
You're the
first
one
thing you talk about when you get in here is
What?
Omnia. Can you shut the fuck up for 1 second? You've been talking for like the whole time here. You're not even giving me a chance to talk. The first thing you come in here when you say is about Omnia. Not even about the topic of the stream. You're talking about Omnia first, right? Then you come and you say, what's your qualifications? When I said in this stream that I'm not a lawyer, okay? I'm not a fucking lawyer. I already said that, okay? That's already been addressed, all right? Then you fucking do that. You don't want to address any of your own points. How about we go over some of your points over here, right? So,
go ahead.
All right. So why do you think Akumi's video is not fair use?
Kumu used 4 entire minutes of my video with absolutely no editing. Why do you think a reaction channel reacting to content that doesn't belong to them isn't fair use?
Okay, so Akuma used 4 minutes of unedited content, right? That's what you're saying.
You didn't answer my question. I literally just asked you, John. Why do you think a reaction channel sitting there and looking at a video with absolutely no commentary is not fair use? Why is that not fair use?
Because they're not adding anything to the video.
Okay, just like Akumu didn't add anything to my content.
Well, he
so
did.
What the fuck are
He
you
commented on your content afterwards.
Okay, but he didn't add any. So I can pause. If I react to a video, John, and I don't say anything throughout that video, and I pause it and say, wow, that was funny as shit.
No, that's not how it works. He's done like extensive commentary on your video. Why did you use 4 minutes of Peach's video, completely unedited in your video on Peach's?
What do you mean completely?
You used 4 minutes of completely unedited video.
Hold on, John, because I'm not gonna let you
Here it
pull
is.
that bullshit.
Here it
I'm
is.
not gonna let you pull
4
that
minutes,
bullshit.
mate. 4 minutes of completely unedited material.
Oh my god, John, there's literally an overlay 4 clips. That is me adding.
Okay, so
to the
Kai,
content.
let me go over. If you watch the stream, Kai, listen to me for 1 fucking second, okay?
Oh my god, he's quacking.
Holy
He's quacking.
shit!
quacking,
You just
bro.
keep
He's
on
quacking.
talking the whole fucking time.
nigga's
If you're not
quacking,
going to
bro.
listen to me, then this is completely unproductive.
Bro, you
I'm gonna put up a legal paper now, right? Of a law. Do you know Sargon of Akkad?
What?
Do you know Sargon of Akkad? Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, well he sucks. Doesn't matter. His lawsuit's really good, but he sucks as a person. Let me pull up this legal paper right now. Hold on. This is a previous fair use judgment. All right. It went to the New York Supreme Court, so this is now precedent. Here it is. So just to give you some context, this video by Sargon used clips of another creator's video. He didn't actually change anything about the clips themselves. He just cut up the clips. Listen to me. Listen to me. Fair use was ruled in favor of him.
And
That blew your mind, didn't it? Fair use was ruled in favor of the guy that just cut up clips and added absolutely nothing to it.
Why did fair use rule in favor of him? Why?
Let's go and read. So this is the second time I've read
Read
this.
before you got on the stream?
I read it on stream.
Okay, then explain to me how fair use ruled in
But
favor of him.
let's read it. Let's read it from the document. So I'm not misquoting or anything.
Explain. If you read the entire thing, just explain.
Fine, I'll
You
explain
don't
it
have
then,
to
mate.
read it to me. Just explain.
All right. So sorry, what was your question again? Just repeat it one time, please.
How did fair use rule in favor of him?
Again,
How?
the court actually found that just because of the way that he cut up the clips, because of what he said, and the title of the video, and the previous. Okay, hold on. You said that. No. You said your use of this content was fair because of the overlay. I'm telling you, the overlay does not matter. It has no relation into whether a clip is fair or not. You do not need to change anything about the clip itself for it to be fair. Because in this lawsuit, literally in this lawsuit here, he did not change anything about the clips. He cut up the clips in a certain way, added no commentary, added absolutely nothing else to it, and it was considered fair.
How did he cut up the clips? How?
They said like, companion, So it was like basically because of the title of the video, we thought she would win. It was like a anti-SJW video, critiquing this person.
How did he cut up the clips?
I'm getting there. He cut them up.
I don't need filler. Just explain how he cut up the clips.
If you don't, you need to understand the rest of it. Otherwise, you're not going to understand what's going on, mate. So,
oh my god. Okay.
You need everything. You need the whole context here. Otherwise, you're not going to know what's fucking going on. He cut up the clips in a certain way.
How they cut up the clips a certain way. They just describe the way that they cut them up.
It was.
That doesn't take much, does it?
I can't remember. The video was a while ago. I watched the video a while ago, but it was all just because.
You can't remember?
No, I can't remember because I don't watch every fucking video.
God.
I don't watch every video that's made. I just remember this lawsuit.
If you're going to bring this up as a talking point, you would need to watch the video. What do you mean?
I haven't watched it in ages. I don't fucking know.
Bring this up as a talking point and then not watch the video that you're talking about.
What? No, well, I have the legal paper here that said that what was going on.
Well, it doesn't matter if you have the legal paper. Watch
it does.
Video
the legal paper literally. The legal paper is made for people that have never watched the video. That is the point of the legal paper.
Okay. Then don't you think that it would help you in any capacity?
Yeah, probably, but I don't really care that much.
The video.
Yeah, probably. I don't really care that much though.
Okay. Then if you don't care that much, don't bring it up as a talking point.
No, it's a topic. Put a talking point because they didn't transform the clip at all.
But if you cannot describe how the person cut up the video, you would need the video for that. Unless it's here in the legal paper, and if you read it, John, you would be able to tell me without the filler.
Yeah, you literally put me on the spot and like asked me to just tell you at a certain point of a 10-page legal paper, and you want me to point to it and say here it is.
Why would I not put you on the spot, dog? Like,
you've told me to point to somewhere in a 10-page legal paper. Can you?
No. Why would you bring
have
up the 10-page legal paper without fucking reading it? Are you serious?
I have. Of course, I read it. I've read this entire thing.
Okay, then if you read it, then tell me how he cut it up, John.
I don't fucking know. That's completely irrelevant.
Oh my! So you don't
because
know
your point.
The legal paper that you're
oh my fucking gosh! Mate, here's the fucking link. You read it yourself. I'm not going over this right now. This is insane.
Bro, what do you mean read it myself? How are you going to bring it up without reading it, dog? If you have all of these points that you're trying to make based off of this legal paper, why did you not gather those points before you decided to stream? Are you dumb?
I don't care that much. You're just abusing me constantly. You don't. You're stupid. Constantly, you're not addressing any of my points.
John, you're going to make a video about this topic and then not do any lick of research about the legal paper that you're using as evidence to
I've already discussed everything in here. I don't know what you want. You're also not, you're constantly talking and you're constantly interrupting my train of thought. If you're not going to allow me to quickly look through here and find the bit, I'm not going to be able to respond to you. You're constantly talking the entire fucking time, not even giving me a response to, you're still talking, even when I'm talking, you're still talking. So you constantly talk over and over and over, constantly talking over me, not allowing me to get the bit that I need. Like, obviously, I'm not going to be able to find what you need if you're going to keep on talking.
Oh my fucking god.
There it is. Furthermore, although cases have found transformative uses, even in cases involving exact copying, it's not an exact copy. They excerpted "We Thought She Would Win" to depict the specific moments he felt exemplified Hughes' political identity and lack of awareness. For example, Benjamin included Hughes' prediction and hoped that Secretary Clinton would win the election, while admitting footage that did not support his message, like Hughes' statement that Secretary Clinton won the popular vote with record numbers, and he excluded content unrelated to his criticisms, like Hughes' commentary on his societal beliefs of YouTube. In this way, Benjamin excerpted "We Thought She Would Win" to maximize his criticism of Hughes' liberal viewpoint. There it is.
What is your point?
I mean, did you read it?
I read it with you, so what's the point that you're trying to make, John?
Well, that's you asked me how they cut up the clips. There it is. I found
it. They use specific points in the video to
yeah.
cut up the clips, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not the same as what Akuma
No,
did, John.
no, it's not the same. But you were arguing that the overlay was enough to make it fair use.
John, oh my, okay. So let's rule out.
Why did you use 4 minutes of Peach's video?
John, why? Because it's a 4 minutes that's part of a longer video. It's not a 4 minute video like Sen's is.
No. Sen's video is 8 minutes.
It is a clip of a video that is much longer than that. I did not use the entirety of Peach's video in my video, John.
But you used the entirety of Sen's video in your video.
Because the video's 4 minutes.
The video's 8 minutes.
It's not a very
the video's
long
8
video.
minutes. The video's 8 minutes and 40 seconds. That's complete misinformation. The video's 8 minutes and 40 seconds.
Okay. If we're gonna talk about the length of it being 8 minutes, that doesn't really change anything.
Well, it does.
So I use 4 minutes.
You use 8 minutes. You use 8 minutes of his video. You use 8 minutes of his video.
Okay, so I use 8 minutes of Sen's video.
Of his 8 minute video. Yeah, use all of it pretty much. There's 20 seconds left over.
8 minutes of Sen's video.
There's 20 seconds left over. Look.
So that would mean, John, that a majority of that video was integral to my critique. And just like how you said with this legal document that you brought up, is that the video needed to be cut up a certain way.
No, that's not what it means. In fact, if you look at the legal document again, they actually said just earlier on, just a little bit earlier on here, where is it here? If you just stop talking for a second, I can find it because I want to quote it exactly.
Go ahead, bro.
Where is it? It's here somewhere. It is up a little bit, surely, right? Where is it? It is here somewhere. There it is. I believe it's here. Most relevant here. A new work may be transformative even when it consists entirely of portions of the original work, or indeed, even where it is an exact replication of the original work. A secondary work can be transformative in function or purpose without altering or actually adding to the original work.
John,
in fact, fair use. Sorry?
That is neither of those things.
What do you mean?
It is not a complete replica of the work, and portions of the video define portions of the video being used.
I mean, they don't define it here, so I can't define it.
In the context of this case.
I mean, you'd have to look at the exact case. I don't know exactly which one was portions of the video.
How do you
entirely portions of the because I don't read. There's hundreds of fair use papers. I'm not going to read every single one of them. I don't remember. I don't know what this exact one is.
Fair use paper to understand the fair use paper that you're bringing up to.
Yeah, but they're quoting something from another fair use paper in here. Then I haven't read this one.
You would have to go back.
No, you don't. That's not how it works. They've quoted it. That's enough for me, man. That's enough. You know absolutely nothing about how fair use papers work.
You don't have to go back.
You're constantly. You know what you're constantly doing right now? You're constantly trying to discredit me instead of responding to the points I'm making. You don't actually care about the points I'm making. You're discrediting me. You're trying to discredit me instead of responding to the points. Why did you include 8 minutes of Sen's 8 minutes and 20? Why did you include 8 minutes and 20 seconds of Sen's 8 minutes and 40 second video?
That's the reason that I am discrediting you. You are getting discredited because you didn't do your research properly.
No, I don't read every single legal paper. That's not how it works.
You're supposed to read the legal papers.
I don't read every legal paper that comes up. That's not how it works, mate. What the fuck are you on about? I don't read every single... What
do you mean, what the fuck am I on about? I'm saying that if you're going to
There's hundreds of fair use papers. I'm not going to read every single one. I've never read that one.
No one's telling you that you have to do that, John. No one's telling you that you have to look at hundreds of fair use papers. I'm asking you to look at the one that's relevant to the one that you're bringing up to add leeway to your point. If you did not do that, then your point is going to be more moot. That is why you are getting discredited, dog.
Do you even know how these papers work? Basically, when they quote something, it's used in relevance to the current.
You just said that you didn't care enough to read, and you're asking me if I know how these things work. You're trying to educate me on this, and you didn't even educate yourself far enough to understand the paper that's right in front of you.
Are you serious, dude? I'm not going to read Saul Lewis Farad International versus Viewfinder Incorporated. I'm just not going to do that. It's completely. I don't need to read that. I don't need to read that.
No, it's not. What do you mean you don't need to read that, John? You need to go back and look at the context. What? That is what research is.
This is the context. It says it here. A work may be transformative even when it is an exact replication. It's considered. It even said exact replication. It said exact replication. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like it tells you exact replication, and over here it tells you a Warner Inc. case where they ruled heavily in fair use where the defendant had copied the plaintiff's photo outright in order to comment on it and the advertising campaign. It literally tells you everything you need to know in here. There's no reason to go back and look at it because they summarize it. You are the most disingenuous individual I've ever talked to. You know that? Wow.
You
This
can
is
throw any
insane.
insult that you
I
want at me
cannot
right now. You
believe
can
how
throw-
disingenuous
throw
you
any
are.
flame.
Constantly,
Look,
you don't respond to a
John.
single point I've made. You try and you try and discredit everything I've said. You're the most disingenuous person I've ever had the displeasure of talking to.
Bro,
And I hope that
why are
everybody
you
in
so
commentary looks back at this moment and sees how incredibly disingenuous you are. And I hope that no one gives you the time of day ever again. This is the worst conversation I've had. Completely unproductive. You've said nothing of substance this entire time. Like there is nothing here. You've said nothing to even combat my points whatsoever. I ask you, why did you use 4 minutes unedited of Peach's video? Oh, it was part of a longer video. Why did you use 8 minutes and 20 seconds of Sen's 8 minutes and 40-second video? Oh, I don't know. Here's another thing that you didn't do. Like, can you respond to a single point I've made?
I would love to do that if you would let me speak.
All right, go ahead. Why did you use? You have not given a proper response to this. Why did you use 8 minutes and 20 seconds of Sen's 8 minutes and 40-second video?
I can't even speak. I can't even speak.
You've been interrupting me this whole time, man. Makes no difference.
I've been trying to speak.
Go for it.
Not letting me do it.
Go for it.
I'm letting you shoot. Please let me have this.
Go for
space.
it. You can have it. Please answer my question.
What you are asking me is a question to look for a specific answer. I'm not giving you that specific answer.
So you're not going to answer the question. Well, I'm asking you why you used it. You've asked me a million questions so far.
Not relevant to the point
yes, it is relevant. Yes, it is relevant because this video comprised of 41% of your video, and Kumu's video comprised of around 40% of your video. Of course, it's relevant. You've literally been interrupting me this entire time. When I interrupt you like a few times and you fucking lose your shit. Okay.
I have to interrupt you because you're gonna fucking scream and quack.
Go for it.
Before
Go
I
for
can
it.
even say anything.
Go for it. Respond then.
What I'm trying to say is that this does not matter. It is not relevant to my
yes, it
point
is.
of what I. Here we go.
Go for it. Go for it. But it is relevant. But yeah, whatever.
How many times are you gonna tell me go for it and then
Sorry, I did just interrupt you again. Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Oh my fucking God.
I'm actually not going to interrupt you this time. Go for it.
Relevant to the point at hand. I literally asked you, opening up after I asked you why Omnia is a part of this video. How is what I did illegal? You could not tell me that. And I said, John Swan, you think that what I did was illegal. Me using a specific amount of whoever and whatever's video has nothing to do with the topic of whether or not what I did was illegal. You can sit here and ask me this, but I'm not giving you that answer because you're going to try and correlate it to your own point, and it's not going to work.
I mean, it's hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. Of course it's hypocrisy.
Okay, then let's bring up this fucking Tukukui fallacy, bro. Even if I was being a hypocrite right now, I would not be wrong about what I said. Let's say that I was being a hypocrite, right? That doesn't make it wrong about the fact that, like, Akumu's video or me striking Akumu's video was not illegal.
Doesn't matter if it was illegal or not. You shouldn't have done it.
I have another question for you. Let me ask you this. Do you think let's say that I did break terms of service. Is that illegal?
No, because you're breaking the terms of service of the individual company. That's not legal.
Okay. Then if me breaking the terms of service is also not illegal, and you cannot prove that me striking Akumu's video down is illegal, then what is the fucking point of trying to say that this is a false flag?
Because
you cannot even prove that it is a false flag.
Because no one can prove this. No one can prove it unless it goes to court. Do you want to talk about the other like hundreds of videos about why people are like about fair use and about people talking about false strikes? All of those completely irrelevant and stupid. Now should no one make a video about people false? No one should make a video. You should go to court first. So no one should make a video.
If you cannot prove that something is
okay, thank you for admitting it.
You're completely free to give what you think is fair use. But if you cannot prove that it is fair use, then there's no reason. Like, what the fuck are we mad about?
You're incredibly dishonest. We're mad about it. We're mad about it because this is the most intellectually dishonest conversation. You have not come into here with good faith. Constantly trying to fucking nitpick over little things that have absolutely nothing to do with the point at hand. Saying nothing is relevant, nothing is this, nothing of that. Dude, honestly, I think I think I'm done here. There is nothing that you've said here. Everyone knows exactly who you are after this. Everyone knows exactly what you've said. Everyone knows exactly who you are. There is nothing that's going to be gained from talking to you anymore. You are incredibly intellectually dishonest. I've never ever had a conversation with someone so dishonest as this. This is the most unproductive, stupid conversation I have ever had in my life. And I wish you luck in your future endeavors. I can't wait until that counter notification gets approved and Akumu's video comes back up. I invite you to sue him, but you won't do that because you know you'll lose. Have a good day, mate. Yeah, I'm not fucking doing that anymore, man. Like, honestly, he was not like trying to engage at all. He was not trying to do anything productive with that. Like, there was nothing that I could gain from that. He was shouting at me the whole fucking time, trying to like fucking get me on something where there was absolutely nothing to get me on. Literally nothing. Like, he completely, the entire time, I bring up a point, not relevant. I bring up a point, not relevant. No, so how about this? Why did you read the paper? Why didn't you read the one fucking paper that's here in a quote? Makes no fucking sense. This is the most disingenuous conversation I've ever had in my entire life. And anyone that has ever watched this would know exactly why that is the case. I need to say nothing else. In the beginning of this point, in the beginning of this stream, you saw all of my points. You saw everything that I said. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that he said that was in any way fucking. He just literally nothing. He just not a single point that I made. Not a single point. Constantly trying to discredit me because I'm not a lawyer. I don't need to be a lawyer to tell you that you're wrong, mate. This is actually insane. I cannot believe this is the most intellectually dishonest conversation I have ever had in my life. Like, really. This is like so disappointing. I expected him to at least try and engage with good faith. He didn't even try. He didn't attempt. He didn't attempt to do it. Not even once. This is insane, dude. I cannot believe this. This guy, like, he crushed under pressure. He comes in immediately and says, why is Omnia in here? Why is Omnia in the title? Doesn't say a single thing about the rest of the topics at hand, right? And this guy was trying to talk to me about law. Let's bring up all the rest of the shit he said to me. All the rest of the shit that I had to school him on and show him why he was wrong until he eventually conceded. Let's go over that real quick. Because I was going to go over it before, but you took too long, John. Let's go over it right now. Let's take a look what's going on. This guy is literally clueless, like actually. Where is it? Kai tweets. This one. Wrong one. Oops, this one. Wrong one again. Oopsies. This is got the wrong. It's using the wrong thing. My mistake here. Come on. Let me change it, please. No, that's not the one. Oh, for goodness sake. Sorry. This one here. Come on. Let me select the right one, will you? Screen capture. This one. Finally. Okay, there we go. Okay, so in this one here, he tried to say that a strike was the same as a claim. He got them mixed up completely. Like, he was completely wrong about that. He tried to say that he can reinstate the claim if he infringed my copyright, and he can linking this when that's not even the same thing. He tried to fucking, what is this? You cannot reinstate the claim because you striked him. You didn't claim him, you striked him. I didn't make a strike. I made a claim. He doesn't even know what the hell he did. He literally, no, that's not how it works. Since my claim is a strike, how does that change anything that I'm saying? Dude, this guy literally knows nothing. He came at me the whole time going like, oh no, I can reinstate the claim. Oh no, I can do this. I can do that. You know, no, that's not how it works. Like, I don't understand. Like, this guy's, he was trying to tell me about law, right? In his response video, trying to like fucking, oh, these people know nothing about law. And I had to school this guy. And in the end, he had to say, oh, I'll take the L on getting claims and strikes mixed up and remove my tweets. He deleted them. I don't even have them all. I thought I had all of them, but I didn't. So he's deleted all the tweets. He like tried to clean up his act like the whole time. And this guy knows absolutely nothing. He had to take the L. I had to tell him and show him he was wrong for him to take the L. What a stupid... I'm sorry. He's really dumb. Like, this guy is really, really stupid. He was trying to like school me the whole time about what law was and what was going on. And he knew absolutely nothing. He knew absolutely nothing the whole time. He comes in here immediately, starts shouting at me. Oh, why is Omnia in here? You're not a lawyer. I addressed this already. The guy didn't even watch my stream. He didn't watch a single point that I made. Like, this is like literally insane. I cannot believe it. I got so frustrated. I fucking shouted at him once because it was just like, holy shit, dude. How can you be this intellectually dishonest? Like, this is... I rest my case, dude. Holy shit. fucking imploded on himself in that. That was insane, dude. Well, how he didn't respond to a single point that I made. Whatever, dude. Whatever. I fucking had enough. That was my entertainment for the fucking day. Holy shit. What an intellectually dishonest little prick. Can't believe that. I literally cannot believe that that happened. Wow. Literally, like, impossible to reason with as well. Like, doesn't respond to a single point. Wow. Wow. Whew. All right. Let me pull up some music and we'll read super chats. Then I'll get out of here. Holy fucking, I still can't believe that happened. Like, this is one of the worst, literally the worst conversation I've ever had. What on earth was that, man? All right.